Well, my pretties, we're at episode 400 of, Shadows and Pretties podcast series. So today we are going to be reviewing a Christmas, winter, and Groundhog Day animated television special. It was produced by Rankin Bass Animation Entertainment, and this one is called Jack Frost. This one came out in 1979. So I'm going to be talking about this special because I feel that not a lot of people really remember this. Like, I certainly didn't remember this until I decided to, go ahead and pretty much, look at this a little more. So, watch this again. So that's how I found out about this movie, Jack Frost. So, I guess with that being said, and that being the case, I'm going to talk about the plot of this movie in case you guys have not seen this movie in a long time, or for those who are curious as to want to know what is Jack Frost. Basically, the story is narrated by a groundhog named Pardon Me Pete, who has deal with Jack Frost to extend winter by 6 weeks, letting him sleep that much longer. Pete starts to talk about the legend of Jack Frost. So it starts off when Jack Frost, an immortal winter sprite, falls in love with a human girl named Elsa, who proclaims their love to be for Jack after he rescues her with Kolba the Cross. The evil Crossag King cracks the ice she is standing on. Jack asks Father Winter if he could become human in order to be with her. Father Winter gives him a chance, but warns Jack that he must prove that he could succeed as a human by entering a house, a horse, a bag of gold, and a wife by the first sign of spring. Jack agrees and turns to human, assuming the identity of Jack Snip. He then runs to a tailor shop in the town of January Junction with two friends who has also turned human, Snip the snowflake maker and Holly the snow gypsy. Later the two have been sent by Father Winter to ensure Jack does not get into any trouble. Elsia is then charmed by Jack Snip, but she harbors romantic dreams of Sir Ravenel Rightfellow, a knight in golden armor. Around this time, Jack is informed that Kolba Cross lives alone in the castle Miserable Mountain with his iron horse Clang Stomper, his clockwork butler Fetch Cudged, and his army of Knights, and a ventriloquist dummy named Dommy as a sidekick. All this made Iron since no human or animal should stand to go live with him due to his ignorance and agreed. Cross also possessed all the brick and gold and timber that January Junction used to have. Elsa is then soon kidnapped by Cross and taken to the castle. After Elsa is rescued by Sir Ravenel, Kraus vows to destroy January Junction by sending 1,000 Kev knights in an attempt to recapture his bride and throws Jack, Snip, and Holly in the dungeon. Jack gives up his humanity in order to whip up the biggest blizzard ever, freezing Cross and his thousand Ken knights in the castle. Snip and Holly change back to sprites as well, as this tactic works until Groundhog Day arrives. As the sky is overcast with no sun to cast shadows, Jack Frost uses his magic shadow to scare Pete back into hibernation and continues whipping up the storm. Finally, with only 1 hour left before the arrival of spring, Jack returns to his human form to stop Cross by tricking his Kenites into walking off the icy mountain to their destruction by imitating Dommy. Afterwards, Jack causes Cross to fall out of his castle, and Father Winter literally blows him far away from Miserable Mountain, leaving Jack to claim the gold for himself, and he makes Clang Stomper his horse and claims the castle. He races off to ask Elsie's parents for her hand in marriage. During his absence, she has fallen in love with Sir Ravenel, and he with her. Jack becomes a spirit again for good and blows ice into Elsa's wedding bouquet, turning it white. Then he asked about the change, and she sheds a tear, saying, "An old friend just kissed the bride." A Snip calls out to Jack that winter wouldn't be the same without him. Before heading back to sleep, Pete says that Jack Frost still plays tricks on him to ensure that there are 6 more weeks of winter, but he doesn't mind since he enjoys the extra sleep. This is actually a really good movie. I mean, it's got Robert Morse, who did the voice of Jack Frost. So I definitely do have to say he did pretty good, voicing the character Jack Frost. I definitely do have to say is it's not really so much of a Christmas movie. It's more of a Christmas, winter, and Groundhog Day all combined. But it's still a really enjoyable movie. I personally remember I kind of remember. I don't really remember watching this as a kid. That's the thing. I might have saw it when I was a kid, but probably just don't remember. It is by the same people who did the Rankin Bass Santa Claus is Coming to Town and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer by Rankin Bass. So this one is definitely a pretty interesting one. And I definitely do have to say, it's pretty good. I personally really enjoyed the animation, and this is something that was made in the 70s. So you can definitely say it's definitely one of the Rankin Bass classics. It's a really great film. I personally really enjoyed it. I love the animation. I loved everything about it. Even though this is not really much of a Christmas movie, but it's definitely a winter movie that everybody should watch if they haven't. It's a pretty good special. You will like it if you've not seen it, then I highly recommend you see it. It's a pretty good special. And now, as always, I'm going to sit here and say that if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Ring the bell for notifications to when it uploads. That way you guys will not miss an upload. As always, if you guys want to go follow me on Blue Sky, follow me on Twitter, follow me on DeviantArt, and follow me on my backup channel known as Mr. Shigo, as links to those will be in the About page section, so you guys won't miss an upload. As always, I'll catch you guys all in the next video. Peace out, and like always, I'll see you all next time.